Population is less now than it was, a month ago. Our winter bees are born, and our summer bees are pretty much perishing every day. The winter bees will make it all the way to spring, early spring. So, just going to take a quick peek. Traffic in and out is pretty much the same it's been for the last few weeks. And they're going to be upset with me, especially if they got capped honey in here. I'm not going to take none of the honey. I don't need no honey. I've got plenty of honey inside the house. This was my stronger hive. This was the original swarm that came in June. They came in here, and then we transferred. We did a split early August with a mated queen, but that mated queen failed. So I had no choice then to produce my own queen, believe it or not. And the new queen was laying here. So we're going to see how, what's what. There's any brood, any larvae still going. I don't know why this keeps getting pulled off like this. So basically we got some honey there, capped honey, both sides. You won't believe the flack that I get from other beekeepers because I don't do enough inspections. Like I said, it's been a month since I've been in this hive. I do a lot of my visual inspections from outside. I just monitor traffic. I monitor what the bees are doing, what they're bringing in. I don't treat for mites. If I do treat, it'd be through brood breaks, pinching a queen off, etc. But I don't use any chemicals in my hives as of yet. Last year, I had zero mite problems last year. This year, I don't know yet. I haven't done any mite counts this year. So, you take that with a grain of salt. Got nectar and honey. Lots of nectar, they better get it capped. They need to get on the move, get this stuff capped. This time last year, all this honey was capped. There's a frame I gave them to build on. And they've got it capped honey there. What do we got on this side? Nothing really. Got some nectar down in here. It's all capped honey. This frame here is all capped honey, on this side at least. There's a real easy here. We don't want to roll no bees. I don't know where the queen is. I'm not really looking for the queen at this point, this time of the year. I really don't care. Like I said, when I come back to close these up for the winter, and we go to insulate these hives, and I'll make a decision then what we have to do, and that won't be for a while yet, another few weeks. Well, they got this thing all honey. This thing is heavy. Oh yeah, that's all honey. I'm not even gonna pull it out. Both sides, Layens frame, full of honey on both sides. Doesn't go all the way down, it's like 3/4 of the way. We got more honey here, so basically, as far as resources go, for the winter, this hive has more than enough. More than enough. Again, all capped honey. And we have larvae. We have capped brood. we have some brood. I don't know. Almost looks like a couple of cells didn't develop or they opened them back up, but there's still some cells here that are not opened. That larvae looks like it dried out, or they had bee bread in there or something. I don't see any eggs. I bet the queen's on this frame. This side is all honey. So there's some cat brood there that's yet to hatch. That's probably why there's a lot of bees on this frame here providing the heat. We're up in the 60s now. But temperament of the bees are pretty good. I'm not really getting lit up here. I don't know if I want to go any further or not. This frame here is all honey on both sides. Capped honey there. Capped honey on this side. All capped honey. Would have been nice to seeing the queen. But they're really slowing down in their production. The only frame that had any brood was this one here. And these frames here are heavily populated with bees. I gotta look at this one, see what they're doing to this frame here. I don't know if they're working on some nectar or what. Oh no, we have all cat brood here. Should have took it out. We have bees with pollen. We definitely have larvae. I see larvae, cat brood. So I'm not going to disturb these guys anymore. These guys are good to go. Hopefully the queen is still in here. I imagine she is. I've seen evidence. I'm not great at finding eggs. I'm not really, this was like, summertime, midsummer or mid-spring close, and I'd be looking a little bit more carefully. But like I says, I'm confident there is a queen in this hive. They definitely have enough resources. But like I says, even if there wasn't a queen in this hive, nothing I'm going to do about it. I would just let them go, and then we'll have to combine them together, Like I says, right now the goldenrod is done. It's over. We still have a little bit of asters. They are bringing in pollen. There's still pollen coming in. But as far as nectar, they don't need to bring any more nectar in. These bees are very calm. I've had to use very little smoke this summer. So I'm satisfied with that hive. I didn't really need to go into them today. Like I says, there's not much of anything I can do. I'm gonna look in this hive. Okay. Let's see what we got in this hive. Awful quiet. Well, it is a cool day. It is a cool, well, cool to me is 16 degrees. But this hive was busting out of the seams 2 days ago. The traffic in and out of here was ridiculous. Go away if you don't want to get smoked. Okay. This looks like a Langstroth hive, but it's not. It is a Layens hive, and I'll tell you why. I took 2 deeps, fused them together. They're one unit, 2 deeps. I did it from the inside with 1/4-inch plywood here, 1/4-inch plywood there. Screwed into the wall, so I've got 2 deeps that can't come apart. A Layens frame, check this out. A Layens frame width is actually the width of a Langstroth hive. See? But if you went to put the frame in, the frame would fall through because there's nothing to catch them on the ends here. So I put in a 1/4-inch plywood, 1/4-inch plywood, down the walls, all the way down to the bottom. So my Layens frames could sit right on top. And as you can see, I have 11 frames, which would be equivalent to 22 deep frames. The reason we have a gap back here, and I'm not worried about burr comb. I mean, yeah, we get burr comb, is so I have room to move these frames back and lift them out. I could put another frame in there, but then I'd have issues of trying to get them out. And this is what I don't like, people. This is why I don't check my hives all the time, is that they got this thing really properlized. And they are a lot of bees right here. It's all honey, but this is honey here too. Real heavy, real heavy. Honey and nectar. Honey and nectar. I'm probably not going to do, I'll probably do more damage, more harm going through this hive. Let's just see if we can find a frame that doesn't have honey on it. See if we can see some brood production for October 3rd. Well, chipmunk's coming in to visit me. Honey, honey, honey. This is honey. Capped honey and nectar. This looks like more capped honey here. And they got brood there too. So you know what? I got a bee that just stung me. Right there. Just stung me right in the glove. I didn't go crazy and drop. Did you get your stinger out? Nope, you didn't get your stinger out. So, I'm interested about this one right here. This one right here is what I really need to see, because they have not done anything you know. We have more honey here in brood. I got a starter strip in this frame here. Look at my last video. They didn't even start the build on that a few weeks, about a month ago. But I'm going to stop this inspection right here, folks. There's no reason to go any further. They've got more honey than God. I'm going to be leaving this honey for them all winter, but The thing is, I might just give them enough honey, separate the excess honey. And I'll tell you why I'll do that. Because of the coldness. A full frame of honey in subarctic temperatures is like an ice cube inside the hive. It'll draw in that cold. And if they don't need that particular frame or frames, I will isolate them. I will actually put something in between the excess honey and the colony, like a insulation board, foam, something. Because if you leave too much honey in the hive, you can actually kill your bees. And because of the coldness, they don't, like last winter I lost both hives, and even though I took honey from the hives, they end up perishing. Well, the last hive was in March. The first hive perished in January of this year. But I might have left way too much honey because there's so much honey left over, even though I took a lot of honey last fall. So you don't want to leave too much honey. There's a percentage depending on the colony size. But we don't need to go any further in this. I saw what I wanted to see. I saw brood, I saw larva, and I saw plenty of resources. And I lit my smoker, and we don't even need to smoke. I don't see any evidence of any robbing yet. I've had no issues with robbing this year. So I even have a trap set up to catch the wasps and the hornets. And but I don't even have their I don't know. I don't know. They're not even hitting it. There's sugar water in there. That'll, just enough to attract the wasps and hornets. I have some apple cider vinegar in there too to deter any honeybees from going in the trap. But that was a quick inspection. 2 hives. Ba-boom. But yeah. So I'm probably not going to check these until we get close to locking them up for the winter, insulating them. We might put a quilt box on this one. This here gets foam boards on top of the frames in here. Hopefully I don't have to combine them, and we'll be all set to go. I don't expect this winter to be like last winter was brutal. It was brutal for us in the entire United States. I think every state got snow, even Florida got snow. But from what I've seen this year with the apples and the berries and stuff, I don't think it's going to be that bad of a winter. It might just be a typical winter, but October right now is very mild, even though we're having frosty mornings. These bees have seen temperatures dip just below 30, and it doesn't affect them at all because as soon as it gets light out, they are out going around. I see them in the mornings. It could be 40 degrees out, and these bees are out collecting pollen. As long as it's light enough and there's some sun coming up across those trees, they are out. But today was probably one of the coolest days we've had this week. But this Sunday, maybe I'll take some video Sunday of the traffic coming in and out of here because it's going to be pushing close to 90 degrees on Sunday. So, yeah. Like they said, they've got all the honey they need, and plus some. But I'm going to leave it for them. Thanks for watching.